Good morning and welcome to the JSE. Yes, indeed, it's our first JSE crossing for 2010. My name is Ammerance, Kidson, and I have in studio with me today David Mordant. He's a private investor, or as we like to call him, a veteran of the stock market. Welcome, David.
Morning, Ammerance.
Thank you for joining us this morning.
Welcome.
David, looking at the local bourse after the first week of trading, we've had a positive start so far. What do you foresee for the JSE for 2010?
Ammerance, so far it's looking good again for the resources, which is a very big part of our market. The dollar is weakening against the euro again, which increases the dollar price of the stocks, of the commodities, the dollar price of the commodities overseas, which is good for our stocks. Admittedly, the rand does strengthen, but the important thing as far as the commodity stocks and the commodity prices is the dollar price, and that will keep going up. I see the gold price is up considerably this morning, $15, $16, and platinums are up. Platinum's had a very good week last week, so I see another good year as long as the dollar keeps weakening against the euro and the supply and demand situation stands as it is for the resources again this year.
So as a sector then, is that one of the sectors that you will be investing in this year?
This is one of the sectors that I am investing in, and I will continue to invest in it with the momentum.
And what other sectors are you looking at for this year?
You know, historically, there's 6 sectors that have done really well on the JSE if you look back over 40 years. And that is beverages and brands and food and pharmaceuticals, selected financials and selected resources. Those 6 sectors are the 6 sectors that have always done well, have given good returns, and those are the 6 sectors that I'll be looking to invest in again this year.
They are more defensive. So does that say that you're a little bit cautious about the recovery going forward?
I don't know if they're so cautious. I don't think the resources and the financials are really cautious. I think food and pharmaceuticals have always done well. They will continue to do well. Adcock Ingram is one of my picks for this year in the pharmaceutical sector. And historically, the 2 best shares on the JSE have been Rembrandt, which gave 30% per annum compound growth, and Tiger Brands, which gave 25%. And I see more of the same in this year and into the future.
And now analysts have been saying that this year is about stock selection, that one shouldn't just choose a basket of counters and hope for the best. With stock selection in mind, looking at the small cap sector, what are your favorite stock picks at the moment?
In the small cap sector, on the resources side of it, I like Midmar and I like Pan-African Resources, and on the industrial side, EOH and Basil Reed.
Looking at Pan-Africa, or Pan-Af is trading under cautionary at the moment. Do you know what this is about?
I don't, and I don't think anybody outside the negotiating parties really knows. But Pan-Af was taken out of Metarex, which still own 55% of it. It's Barberton Mines, which have been going since 1884, still going very successfully. It's Greenstone, which is a bit different to the Witwatersrand complex, and high grades. And they're showing increased profits, increased dividends every year. In fact, of all the gold shares, it's the one I like the best.
And you say that one of your other favorites is Midmar.
Yes.
Why is that a favorite?
Well, it's a commodity trader. It's done very well since it listed. The 4 fellas that started it are still there. They still each own 16% of it. They're looking after their own business while they're looking after the outside shareholders as well. They've got a lot of cash, having sold that chrome operation in Krugersdorp, and they will either use that to pay out a special dividend or to invest somewhere else. They seem to me to run a very good business.
Okay. And then just a quick look at the mid-cap sector. Cape Vin has been in the news recently with Remgro and Zed having made an offer to buy the remainder of the shares. Do you think this is going to go ahead?
I don't know about the over-the-counter shares. That I don't know. But I think the JSE listed thing, they've offered 3.84% below the JSE price. I think it's unlikely that they will get their 90% that they require to make it unconditional. I certainly wouldn't be a seller. I won't be a seller at the offered price. Cape Vin is actually one of my selections for this year in the brand sector to be a buyer of, slowly accumulating them. They've done very well. There's about 74 Rand 50, but I think one can accumulate them with confidence. It's the holding company for Distell Corporation, and I understand that purchase of Distell Corporation in France of that brandy brand was a very good buy indeed.